Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm back here today with another video, and today we'll be talking about how I believe that Gersson Rosas and Chris Finch are the answer to saving the Timberwolves. And obviously, no, D'Lo and Cat are obviously the duo that are saving them, and you also have Anthony Edwards there. But in the sense that the minds that are there to create a culture that is sustainable is in place, I believe. So before we start today's video, I would like to hear down below, what is your thought on the Minnesota Timberwolves? What moves do they need to make, and what moves have you liked? And let's hop into today's video, and let me hear you like and subscribe to support the channel. So let's get into this video and talk about how under Ryan Saunders, the Timberwolves were already in the NBA's top 10 in pace, averaging about 101.2 possessions per game. Playing up tempo on the offense was a goal of President Gersson Rosas when he came into the team 2 years ago. But under new coach Chris Finch, the Wolves want to play even faster than that. That was one of the most notable differences from Saunders' tenure and the first 2 games under Chris Finch. And the 2 games under Finch, the Wolves are averaging 103.8 possessions. If they maintain that pace, they would be going fast enough to have second in the league for pace. But those numbers don't tell the full story of playing with pace in the NBA. It's not always about how fast the shot goes up. It's also the speed of the ball movement that may lead to a shot deeper in the shot clock. Under Chris Finch, the Timberwolves have stepped up their pace tremendously. It's wild. But a lot of possessions could be a really good thing, though opponents are also benefiting from Minnesota's hurried style and sometimes bad shot selection because there's a lot of young players on this team. And there was a quote from Chris Finch. He said, "We don't want to confuse playing with pace with shooting quickly. It's not the same thing. We want to play with pace and make quicker decisions. We don't care if the shots come with 4 seconds on the shot clock, but it's a good one and it's an open right away. We'll take that too." But the Timberwolves are playing faster too, and the adjustment in speed might have shown up for them on defense. The Bulls shot 59% in Wednesday's game. It was an overtime victory over the Wolves. And then the Bucks shot 54% on Tuesday in their blowout win. So with that being said, I know the other teams seem like they're scoring a lot better, but I think as time gets, they're going to get better. Jared Vanderbilt said, it's not that they're out of shape, they're just not accustomed to playing this fast because it's even faster than what they're playing. So I think give it a week or two, maybe a month, and I think we're going to start seeing as the season gets closer to the end, a lot of sparks. I think the last half of this, I feel like we're gonna see something good. It's gonna be fun. So I want to talk about 5 things that I think y'all should be excited about if you're a Minnesota Timberwolves fan. So we're gonna first talk about that Karl Anthony Towns remains loyal. He literally said, "I want to build a legacy here in Minnesota." Basically, he is appealed to what he wants to do. He wants to create something in Minnesota, and that's a great thing to have that commitment from him, and knowing that he still wants to be competitive out there and he wants to bring a ring to Minnesota. Now, obviously, the second thing is, I didn't like this man at first, but Gersson Rosas has grown on me. He's a deal maker. He has the cojones to make moves that he feels is the right thing from his gonads. And from picking up guys that are he literally, you could say he got him at a bargain, from McDaniels to Beasley, Vanderbilt, Jalen Noel, Naz Reid, Jordan McLaughlin. This guy has a knack of identifying talent that is being underutilized or overlooked on a team, and he's great. And obviously, we can agree that there have been a few mistakes. I think trading up for Jared Culver was a bad move. Yeah, he has shown flashes of development before he got hurt, and I don't think he looked like the 6th overall pick, nor was he projected to go 6th overall in his draft. And you can't grade the Wiggins-Russell deal, but the fact that Wiggins looks good for the Warriors and Russell isn't winning, I'm not going to put anything on Russell because I really like Russell. But the idea of D'Lo, Ant-Man, and Cat being on the floor with Malik Beasley, and then maybe whoever goes in the power forward position. I also like the idea of moving on offense Karl Anthony Towns at the power forward position with a center who's a really good rebounder and maybe could stretch the floor, and then kind of an Anthony Davis type offensive role. Then on defense, have Karl Anthony Towns go back to defensive as center at the defensive position. Then at power forward, have your center who's a center on offense play like a power forward position. I don't know how that would work, but that's why I'm not an NBA coach. They would figure that shit out. then Jaden McDaniels is a guy who's a pogo stick. He can just be like a volleyball player and jump out the gym and block your shit out there. And he can literally he's a nonstop motor, has so much energy, more than Josh Okogie, even though Josh Okogie is great. And he has 3-point ability that Josh Okogie and Jared Culver don't. I don't like Juan Hernan Gomez, and I think Jake Layman should go as well as Hernan Gomez. You had to choose one, Hernan Gomez, obviously. And the last thing I think is interesting is that the offense has a really bright future. You have guys like D'Lo, Karl-Anthony Towns, Malik Beasley, Anthony Edwards. This team could be so good offensively. And if they can get the pick and roll duo going between Karl-Anthony Towns and D'Angelo Russell, it's a match made in heaven. Give this team maybe this year, just count this as just a blank year. And I think next year they'll be in contention for the 8th seed.